Hey guys, so in this video we're going to get into email automations. And this is where ActiveCampaign kind of separates from Aweber in its capability to do certain things. Now automations can get fairly complex, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the things that would be most important for you as a musician in promoting your release or building a relationship with your... So let's go ahead and start a new automation. So just simply click here. We're going to start from scratch. Click create. And we will add someone to this automation when they subscribe. So let's go ahead and click that. And they subscribe to Jason Timothy Music. Here I just put once because if for some reason they happen to get tagged or they happen to sign up for this email list a second time, we don't want to run them through the whole sequence, or if they're in the middle of the automation sequence, we don't want them to start over from scratch. So if it just runs once, that means if they enter a second time, it's not going to do anything. And then we'll add start. And here we are. So when someone subscribes to this list, they are going to get sent to this automation. Now I'm going to come up right here and we'll call this Jason Timothy Music CD promo. Now another way someone can enter your list can be from getting tagged. So for example, maybe they're on another list and they click on a certain link, and in that link you add a tag that sends people to this automation. And I'll explain that a little bit more in just a sec, but we can go ahead and put tag is added. And this tag probably doesn't exist right now, but I'm just assuming that it does just for this example, and we'll get out of there. So now if someone receives this tag or subscribes to the list, they will start on the automation, okay? So typically what we'll want to do is once they subscribe or get tagged, we'll want to send them an email right away. So we'll put create an email, and we've gone through this before. We'll just call this introduction. And we could come in here, build from scratch. Custom HTML is what I always use. And then we could put like the subject that we want people to see. Thanks for joining. Or whatever you're going to put. Then we would switch to the visual editor and pop in our email here. All right. And we could put a link here. Grab your free download or what have you, right? And then we would put the link to it, and I'll just put the website here. There we go. So now we got a link that we are wanting to make sure they download. We'll save and exit here. So what we might want to do here I'm going to just duplicate this, copy single action, and all I'm doing here is holding this down by holding the command key and dragging to the plus, which I don't recommend that you do. You're going to want to start all your emails separately instead of duplicating. What happens is when you change one, the duplicates will change as well, which you don't want. So now we have things going on in between. So the first sort of thing that we're going to want to do is come into our conditions, and we'll probably want to have a wait period between our emails. So let's say we'll wait a day in between these emails, all right? And now what we could do is this email here could be like a reminder, like, hey, just wanted to make sure you grab your download. But we don't want to send this email to people who already downloaded the song. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a condition here. So it's going to be if else, all right? And you've got loads of different conditions here, contact details, all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to try to get into some of the most important things, all right? So what we're going to be looking for is someone who has clicked a link. Oh, actions. Has clicked a link, okay? What I'm going to put here is has not clicked a link, okay? And I'll explain why in just a second. In the introduction, and the link is right here. So now if they click this link, that's going to trigger whatever the action is, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do. And now as you can see, this has created a yes or no situation. So if they haven't clicked a link, it's going to continue to this email, all right? And this will remind them to download the song. And if they have clicked the link, then they're going to come to this side, and I'm going to just put a go to here. Now what I can do is I can drag this to another section. So in this case, I want to drag it to this 30 email here. So basically, someone has the option here to download the song, and if they click on the link, then they will skip to this email. If they don't click on the link, then they'll get sent the reminder email here. All right, so that's one sort of thing that you may find yourself doing. And once again, in between here, we'll probably wait a day or two. Let's just say 2 days here. And 2 days here. Okay, so that is one kind of cool thing, is if they don't click or if they click something, great. And that link could also be like you could have a link in another message here that asks people to review the song. So if they click that link, you could say, hey, if you click the link and review the song, then I'm going to send you another free song or whatever, right? So maybe this right here is another free song. So if they do click the link, then they'll come to the next email and they will get their song. And if they don't click on the link, then it'll take them to the next email. So I just added some more duplicates just so that we can go through more examples here. But as you can see here, if someone clicks on the link, then they're going to get this second free download, right? And if they don't fill out this review, then they'll just be taken to the next email after that. So we'll do another condition, go to, and we'll put a wait period here, 2 days. And then we just drag this right here to the 2 days. That way the wait time is the same, but they just get sent to the next email. And only people that do the review of the song will get this. So that's another approach that you might take. So the next thing is, let's say you have a release date on a specific date. What you could actually do is maybe after they get this email, then they're going to wait here until a specific day. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to come here to until specific conditions are met. And once again, we got conditions. We could come here to date and time. And what we'll do is a current month. So if the current month is, let's say the release is December 7th, right? Well, maybe we'll want to do kind of a countdown sort of thing from December, and then here we're going to come into a specific day. So date and time will now come to current day of the month is, let's say we want to start promoting it on the 1st of December. All right. So now no matter when they entered our sequence here, so now after they receive this email, they're going to wait until December 1st. And then these next 3 emails could be like, 1 week until the release, and you are kind of warming them up 1 day before the release, and then the day of the release. And then you might have a wait time for a little while, and then you kind of close the doors on maybe some bonuses that you give or what have you. But that would be a reason to wait until a specific day, all right? And then another thing that you could do is you could send people to another automation. So let's say if they do a certain sort of thing, you want to offer them maybe some sort of VIP backstage videos or whatever, right? Maybe you have a free show or something. Now you could do that inside here, but you could also add a tag. So what we want to do is we want to add a tag. So we come into contacts here and then add tag. And this might be free show video or something like that. And now what will happen is as you tag this person, as you remember up here, we added this tag, and anyone that gets this tag enters this automation. Well, now what you can do is you could create another automation that has this free show in it. And then as a way of them entering that automation, they could just, as a condition for them entering the automation, they need this free show in order to get that. So maybe you're offering them some sort of walkthrough on some of your songs, or behind the scenes or whatever. It could be a collection of several videos that they get. So you can do that, and that'll automatically add them to another automation while they're still in this one and still getting the countdown emails or what have you. So those are the most used automation functions that I would recommend getting your head around, because these are things that you may actually use. A lot of the other stuff you don't really got to worry too much about, but you definitely want to understand some of these. So I hope that this all made sense to you and didn't get too complex. As always, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them in the Facebook group, and I'm happy to help you out there as well. So that's automations in ActiveCampaign.